greatest respect in the world for teachers, you know, I mean, I really do, and they have a tough job. I spend a little bit of time in classroom just talking to classes, and I just go, oh, they work 30 hours a day. So, I mean, first of all, we have to recognize that. But really, this is an issue not so much with the teachers per se as it is with the leadership of the teachers' unions. Okay? And I know Linda's got a comment, I'll turn to you in a minute. I think that the truth is, however, that we did a study of pay scales between the public and the private sector, and the truth is that the private sectors had to react to this economic downturn, not just in salaries, but also in benefit levels, moving to defined contributions as opposed to defined benefits, which stabilized. I think it's the way of the world, not just in the private sector, but across the public sector.
See, my feeling is being in the public sector, not as a teacher, and I commend teachers, and I helped my cousin out. I was like, are you wanting to be a teacher? No, it's not my thing. But as working in the public sector, our insurance for a corporation, we have to pay into it a little bit.
Right.
Why can't teachers do the same thing?
Well, and I will let, but I want to say one last point from my perspective, running for federal office. I believe education is an issue that should be decided at the state and local level. I think when Washington decides to get in and micromanage how education is going to be delivered in this country, we're just asking for trouble. That's another area that I think the feds ought to be pulling back. There are things we can do by providing incentives to get more students into math and sciences so that we don't lose that competitiveness that we're already losing against the Chinese and the Indians on that front. But to dictating curriculums and pay scales for teacher, that really isn't my business, except as a voter in the Farmington High School District. Do you have a comment?
Yes, because I am a teacher and have been for almost 32 years. First of all, we have to stand on truth and correct and information, because I've been to many of the union meetings where they bundle so much information together that they scare and confuse the teachers. And not that they're not smart enough to figure it out, but you can't figure it out if they're not giving you the right information. When I first started teaching, I did actually pay into my own pension. And that was the way of the land, which is returning to Michigan at this time. And you don't pay taxes on that. Back when I was a beginning teacher, I never even thought twice about it. I went 10 years paying into my pension plan, and that's what you did. Somewhere along the line, they decided that the state would pick that up. I think that on the news, I think teachers in general are getting a bad rap, and I feel real sorry for the young ones, because in some of the meetings lately, man, they're crying. I'm going to lose my job, and I just bought a house, I have a baby, blah, blah, blah. They're worried.
Absolutely.
They're very worried. But I think that too often the union and, of course, the Democratic Party have come forward with, like I said, bundling so much stuff. Oh, you're going to lose your job. You're not going to get a pay. There will be no pay. There'll be a cut in pay. You're going to have to pay for this and that. That all of a sudden that they're just, frightened by this, and probably that's why so many went to Lansing the other day and did the walk. But we have to get back in this country on all levels, whether it's federal or state, Republican, whoever's running, to integrity and honesty, whether it's big business. You don't, you treat your employees fairly and honestly and give them good wages for what they do. I think we've lost that in this country, where government and business across the board have lost sight of what we are and what we should be.